Welcome back. You're watching Win-Win Power News, and today we're discussing hydropower development, opportunities and concerns. Which one of the following problems you think is the biggest of all for the hydro sector? Land acquisition, obtaining environmental and forest clearances, dearth of competent contractors, availability of trained and skilled manpowers, and financial viability.
It's not possible to, put serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number 3. All those difficulties are very, very important, and they are related with different phases of the hydropower project. So the major challenge is, the capacity building. That's a big, big challenge. Government has been doing its bit, like merchant sale of about 40%, and that has really given a boost. But there has been a recent study by A.T. Kearney and CII jointly by 2014 that this average price of merchant power is going to come down to 4 rupees. So in that scenario, it is going to create a havoc especially for hydropower, because if you have the tariff of 4 rupees on merchant basis, then all the power in Arunachal Pradesh, I would like to supplement Gurdial Singh Sahab. He has told very clearly, all those projects, their pre-feasibility reports were prepared in 2003. Very few projects have good load factor, number one. The load factor varies from, almost 35%. We are talking of 2000 megawatt project. Load factor varying from 35-36%, and maximum goes up to one or two projects about 55-56. Most of the projects, the big projects, they are in this load factor range. And taking a scenario, what we are talking right now, that 4 rupees of merchant power in 2014, as per that specific report, then it's a very difficult situation for hydropower.
I have made it very clear. Now you have to operate on commercial basis. And once you have to operate on commercial basis, as far as the government of India is concerned, where we can play a little bit of role is that is just in the reduction in transmission cost. Other parameters are to be looked after by the developer itself. Government is not going to subsidize it. Government role is limited to only extending the financing facilities. And transmission aspect, as I told, we are working on that.
And I would also like to add one thing, because Gyan Bhadra has started that question of load factor in the northeast region. I don't agree with that, because I have done detailed study of that area.
Okay.
Rainfall in the country is highest in that area. Wherever the load factor is less, about 30-35% also projects are there. Those projects are the storage projects. So government is already giving incentive. I don't want that people should miss that point. That wherever storage projects are there, for drinking water and irrigation schemes, there is already, now earlier it was only 14% and then 25%, and finally it has come to 48%. 48% add from the government is substantial.
Many of the hydro projects have been held up due to dispute between companies and contractors. So is CEA planning to bring any guideline to mitigate this contractual dispute?
You see, we have been working on a model contract document, and that document has already been finalized, and it has been discussed in a workshop also. The basic idea is that we are trying to work out the risk sharing between the contractor and the developer in an appropriate manner. And this model contract document we have developed with the involvement of both the contractors and the developers. So it is presently undergoing the legal vetting, because we want to firm up the clauses so that no legal lacuna is there, and very shortly it will be out.
If you are doing some tunnel, some collapse takes place, then you have to do short cutting, you have to do rock bolting. Then the authority who is looking after the work in the project, he should be given proper authority so that he can take decisions. The decision making, fast decision making is very, very important for hydro projects. Only then hydro projects can come, and we have proved in NHPC, when I was CMD of NHPC, that projects came in less than 5 years' time, which was never the case earlier.
Actually, if you just see, there are no foolproof method by which you can eliminate completely all the contractual disputes between a contractor and a client. There is nowhere in the world it has been so. You apply the best methods. What is required is basically the, what Mr. Prasad told, that, decision making, timely decision making. If the client is intelligent enough, resourceful enough, and he is adequately decisive, takes decision on time, risk sharing can be mitigated.
We'll continue this discussion, but after a short break. You keep watching Win-Win Power Deals.